Christine and I live in Belgium. Is there any way I can see Jon? Because I see myself now on screen.
Well, I can make it that way. Yeah, we usually highlight the person speaking the question. But is that better for you?
Yeah, that's better for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, thank you, Soren, for allowing me to speak, and hi, Jon, and everybody else
Hi
on
there,
Zoom,
Christine.
on YouTube. I don't have a specific question, but I just like to share something with you all.
Of course.
And Christine, would you prefer not being seen? I think people would probably ideally like to see you as they hear your voice, but would you not want to be?
Fine.
Is that clear?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so I'm going to spotlight you, but if you don't want to see yourself, you can pin. If you go to Jon, you can pin him. But I think people would love to hear you and see you at the same time if they can, if you're comfortable with that.
Yeah, but you can feature me so that you're talking to me, but everybody's seeing you. I'm
not so good at
you.
these things, so
that's okay. None of us are very good at it.
Yeah. You should be able to click, I don't know if you're on an iPad or a computer, but you should be able to put Jon up on your personal screen.
Am I on your screen now?
No, I see myself twice, but it's okay.
Okay.
I just like to share that over the past 10 years, I've been practicing mindfulness. Now this pandemic, I realized what a help it has been for me in my life. And through this pandemic, I really feel that it helped me a lot to find or to explore myself and realize what my true essence is. So revealing more my true essence. And over the last few days when I followed you, you've talked a lot about children. And I agree that we have to, it's really necessary to guide our children, to let them explore their own being. But I like to talk a little bit about the other side of the spectrum, the older people. Because here in Belgium, the first thing they closed down were the nursery homes for the older people. So no one was allowed to get in anymore, no family, no friends.
Yeah, nursing homes yeah.
And just the staff was allowed to go in and out, of course, but they weren't prepared for this virus attack, and they had no materials, no masks, no protection clothes, nothing. So a lot of older people in Belgium died because of that. Alone without their family. I don't know how it is in the other parts of the world and in America.
Here too.
More than 50% of the deaths were older people.
Yeah, here too.
Because they were not protected. So before they shut down those homes, I really felt deep down I needed to take care of my mom and get her out of there. So I brought her home. And now she's with me for almost 4 months. And me and my husband, we take care of her. And we are in our house for 4 months now. And it's been a blessing to me. I can't explain how beautiful it is to share this quality time with her. And now I realize how important mindfulness is to me, because I grew up in a dysfunctional family where there was a lot of alcohol abuse. Nearly every day, the alcohol stood on the table next to the milk. And I had a really, really tough childhood. And before I started mindfulness, I was always in my mind in the past. And now, after more than 10 years practicing mindfulness, it's amazing how I can be 24/7 with my mom, taking care of her and staying in the moment. not go back in the past, but really stay in the moment and enjoying having her around me without going always in the past in my mind. And it's so a beautiful, amazing gift just to share little things with her. And I feel that it's so important that we need to protect our older people as well, just as we have the sorry, I'm sometimes looking for words because English is not my language.
You're doing fantastically.
So it's really important to protect our children, but I feel deep down it's also important to protect our older people because our mothers, our fathers, we can learn so much from them. My mother doesn't talk a lot about herself. She doesn't know what mindfulness is, and she doesn't know how it is to express her feelings. So it is a challenge to be with her and feel so connected with her without the words. And that's what I have learned through mindfulness, to connect with myself deeply and with her and share these beautiful moments with her. And sometimes it scares me a lot because in Belgium, the borders are back open. People are going to work again. The restaurants are open, the bars are open. And when you look at the street, it's like there is no pandemic anymore.
Right,
and
right.
yet every day there are more than 100 new cases here. And that scares me because I don't want to bring her back to the nursery home yet because I feel I can't protect her there. And I want to stay with her for a little while. She turns 93 in July, and it's hard because bringing her home, I didn't even have to think about. My deep essence told me, Chris, you have to do this. There is no question about it. But now when everything is going open again, it's a more difficult decision
Yeah,
for me.
yeah, very much
What
so.
am I going to do? So
I feel with you. And I think most of us, whatever country we're in, are caught up in just those kinds of dilemmas at the moment, with this kind of opening up and people wanting to go back to normal, but there's no going back to normal. And when, you know, with what's going on in all of those institutions for the elderly people, it's you know, it was a death sentence to stay in there basically. And
yes,
so just a deep bow to you for bringing your mom home and having these wonderful months together. I mean, that's priceless. It's really priceless.
yeah, it's a gift. There is no amount of money I would have. It's really a gift to have her here and to share all those beautiful moments, bathing her, helping her to dress, cooking for her, doing the dishes together. And all of the time I am really in contact with myself, and everything that arises is so beautiful in the moment.
Well, I think you're teaching all of us. You're an example for all of us because that's what the practice is, you know, living out of your own deep intuition and heart, what's most important, and then, you know, giving yourself over to that. And, you know, and especially given what you said about your childhood and the alcoholism and so forth, in a way, it sounds like you're recapturing something that maybe for the first time in terms of your relationship with your mom, whatever the conditions were that were going on in your family as a child, that you're connecting in an incredibly beautiful way with her at a moment that not going to last forever.
Yes, it is amazing, Jon. It's really because I see her for whom she is today and not whom she was when I was a child. And I did that for a very, very long time.
Yeah. There's a line
Now,
from the go ahead. What were you going to say?
I now realize that it was time for me to take care of my inner child. It's not her job anymore. I'm an adult woman and she's my mom. And I want to take care of her as an adult person.
Yeah. Well, sounds like that's exactly what's happening. And that's, you know, the love affair of the meditation practice and life expressing itself and not missing the opportunities that are available. And again, under circumstances you couldn't have predicted and that are absolutely horrifying. All of those unnecessary deaths because of the lack of protective equipment and the kind of misunderstanding about the nature of the virus and all that kind of stuff happened to a huge extent and still is in the United States too. But there's a line from the Irish poet William Butler Yeats that comes to my mind in terms of your mother. It goes like this: what else could she have done being who she was? Was there another Troy for her to burn? So the fact that you get to reconnect with your mother in this now, in spite of everything that happened then when you were a girl, I can't imagine that it is not profoundly healing for both of you in a way that not everybody gets to appreciate. While mother and daughter or father and son or mother and, you know, sort of son, all those combinations while we're still breathing together. And you made it happen, in a sense, rescued her, but also not just rescued her, but gave her, are giving her a phenomenal gift that actually is a phenomenal gift to you as well.
It is.
I would wish, my aspiration would be that more people would get to experience something like this.
That's my reason for sharing this, Jon, because maybe some of you will, have more bravery or would like to explore it some more. And don't be afraid because it is worth it. Even if you've been through terrible times, but it really is worth it because now sometimes when my mother likes to lay jigsaw puzzles. And when we are doing the puzzle together, sometimes she looks at me and she has such a bliss of a smile on her face. And she doesn't need to say anything. I just can see how happy she is and how safe she feels. And when I put her to bed, she say, Chris, I am so grateful. Thank you so much. And then my heart just explodes of warmth and lovingness. And that's amazing. And I have to wait for this for more than 50 years, but it's really, really worth it.
You didn't miss the opportunity. And just to say, jigsaw puzzles are a fantastic form of meditation.
Yes, it is. She lays one a week of 1,000 pieces.
Whoa, wonderful. Well, thank you so much. And
Thank you, Jon.
I'm going to carry that story in my heart for a very long time.